Hello and welcome. In this video series of Azure Database Servers, today we are going to learn how we can create Azure MySQL Database Server using the Azure portal. In the next video, we will learn how we can connect to this MySQL Database Server using the Azure MySQL Workbench. So to create our first database server on the Azure portal, let's open our browser, sign into portal.azure.com. So here I have already signed it into the portal. If you have not signed in the portal, please provide your credentials and click on sign in. So here click on this create a new resource. So if the resource that we are going to create is available on this dashboard, then we can pick it from here, or if it is not available here, then we can search it in the search box. Let's search MySQL database server. So this is the database server that we are going to create. Click on create. So here under subscription, we have to choose the subscription to which the cost of this database server will be built. So currently I am under free trial, so I have chosen this. Then under resource group, we have to choose the resource group to which this resource will be added. So that this resource will be part of the YouTube demo resource group. Then we have to choose the name of the server. The name of the server can be anything, but make sure that it's all in lowercase. So let's choose this YouTube demo server. Then we have to choose the region to which this YouTube demo server will be hosted. So let's go with East US2. I guess this one is the cheapest one for now. Then we have to choose the MySQL version. We have two versions available. One is 8.0, then we have 5.7. Then we can go, for now we can go with this 5.7, or we can choose the higher version depending upon our requirements. Then we have to choose the workload type. So there are three workload types. One is this for small or medium sized databases. If our database that we are going to use are small or of medium size, then we can go with this option. Then we have this tier 1 business critical workloads. If we are going to use this for our business workloads, then we can go with this option. And then we have this third for development or hobby project purposes. So let's go with this one for now. Then we have compute plus storage. Here it shows us the number of cores available, the amount of RAM and the amount of storage, and the number of IOPS that can be performed by the server. So we can configure these details also. Let's go with by the default ones for now. Then we have the availability zone. Let's click on no preference for now, or we can go with 2. Then we have the enable high availability. If we choose this, then the cost of the server will be a bit higher than the normal one, but the server will be always available. So then we have this authentication methods. We have three types of authentication methods here. One is the MySQL authentication only. If we choose this one, then we can log into the server using the MySQL username and password. Then we have the Azure Active Directory authentication only. Then if we choose this one, then we can log into this server using the Active Directory if we are part of the Azure Active Directory. And then we have this one, MySQL, and this is the combination of the both. Then we have to choose the admin username. So we can say I need username. Let's say code byte. Then we have to choose the password. Let's enter some strong password. Confirm password. Once the confirm password is done, let's click on review and create. So click on create. Everything went well. So here we can create some firewall rules to this server, like which IP addresses can access to this server. Let's go this create server without firebar rules for now. Submitting deployment. We can check the status of the deployment from here, from the notification bar itself. So the deployment is in progress. So meanwhile, if you are interested in Azure functions, I have also created one more playlist for the Azure functions. I will provide the link to that playlist in the description box. So once the deployment is complete, we can go to the resource either from here, or we can search on the home page the resource that we have created. So the deployment is complete. Click on this go to resource button. So this is the overview of our resource that we have created. Subscription ID, subscription resource group name, availability and all. If we want to connect this server, we have to click on this networking button, and from here add our current client IP address, and then click on this. If we want to access this server from all other Azure services that we have created, yeah, or that we are using, we click on this button, mark it true, and then save. It's updating the connection security settings. So also if we want to create a database, then click on this databases button. So these are the databases that are created by default. Let's click on this add database. Say here we have to create a database named students. The database name must be in lowercase letters. Let's say students. Click on save. Creating MySQL database. Meanwhile, if we want to connect this server from our code, we have to click on this connect button. So this is the name, host name of this server. This is the username, and then we have to choose the password or enter the password that we have created while creating this resource. These are the basic connection details. If we want to use these details in MySQL Workbench, these are the steps to connect using the MySQL Workbench. If we want to connect to this server from our app, we can click on this button. So this is the IDEO.NET code that we will be using. This is the JDBC, this is the Node.js, PHP, and Python. So if we go to databases, we have successfully created the student database here. So we have successfully created our first Azure MySQL database server. Thank you. In the next video, we will learn how we can connect to this server using the MySQL Workbench.